If you think the Ford Maverick redefined the game, wait to see what Chevrolet is about to bring. A new unibody pickup is coming, cheaper, more maneuverable, more versatile, with a set of groundbreaking features and tech solutions. Stay with us to learn more about how GM CEO is releasing a $25,000 pickup truck that wows everyone. Design. Soon enough, Chevrolet will introduce a new compact pickup in the US, a direct competitor to the super popular Ford Maverick. And what will be the key advantages of Chevy's model? Well, that pickup has already been sold in Mexico and South America. It's the third generation of the nameplate and the first one with a pickup body style rather than a coupe ute. Anyway, one of the appealing things about it is its styling, which looks very modern, which is no surprise considering that the current generation is still pretty fresh. But we presume that potential buyers are much more interested in the technical aspect of the truck, and that's where things become pretty interesting. Because the Montana is based on GM's GEM platform, which stands for Global Emerging Markets. In other words, this pickup is designed to be simple, affordable, and cheap to maintain. But the thing is that this pickup also features quite a smooth and refined ride, thanks to the suspension setup that offers a perfect balance between simplicity and refinement. At the front, there's a typical McPherson strut, while the rear end relies on a torsion beam and coil springs, a rather simple setup that ensures comfort but doesn't sacrifice utility. After all, the Montana's max payload capacity is 1,620 pounds, which is more than the Maverick can haul. As for dimensions, the Montana is smaller than the Maverick, noticeably. With 185 inches in total length and a 110-inch wheelbase, it's clear that there's a bit of a gap compared to the Maverick's 200 inches in length and 121-inch wheelbase. But we don't consider it a handicap. No, many drivers are actually looking for a small truck that's maneuverable and easy to navigate in urban conditions. Fleets, small businesses, and even farmers would all benefit from something small, maneuverable, simple, and cheap to run. And we have no doubt that a pickup like this is going to attract a pretty broad range of potential customers. Ride quality and interior comfort. We already talked about the Montana suspension setup, which balances between simplicity and refinement very well, but this pickup is much more than that. Just like the competition, it's a car-based pickup, a pickup that rides on a unibody platform and benefits from crossover-like road manners. Compared to traditional pickups, it's smoother, more maneuverable, and more comfortable. When we put everything together, it's easier to drive, and we have no doubt its compact dimensions will be a big magnet for non-experienced drivers. As for the interior design, the current third-generation Montana looks pretty nice, and nothing suggests it's a cheap pickup designed for emerging markets. No, its cabin looks very modern with attractive aesthetics and a solid portion of tech features. Moreover, even the selection of materials as well as overall build quality seem more than okay for this class of vehicles. This leads us to tech features, where this small truck also stands pretty well. All models come standard with an 8-inch infotainment screen. Furthermore, there's a long list of standard and available features such as wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, Wi-Fi hotspots for up to 7 devices, wireless charging, 6 speakers, 4 USB ports, and many more. Utility and practicality. With the smaller dimensions in mind, it's clear that the Montana won't be as generous with space as its key rivals, the Maverick and Santa Cruz. But its double cab design will be spacious enough to accommodate adults in both rows and ensure decent comfort thanks to well-designed seats and sufficient leg and headroom. Furthermore, the cabin has a solid portion of storage compartments, so there isn't much left to complain about. With smaller dimensions and double cab taken into account, it's easy to conclude that the cargo bed is shorter. However, the actual volume is over 40 cubic feet, while the max payload capacity, as we've already mentioned, is 1,620 pounds. But the star of the show is that super practical multi-flex cargo bed with so many unique features and technical solutions. We could start with the fact that the bed features a watertight ceiling, so the cargo remains protected from water ingress. But we presume you're way more interested in those dividers that make the bed modular in so many ways. These dividers and built-in slots can create various compartments and help organize smaller items, securing them while driving. Then there's the tailgate, with its unique design that includes multiple locking positions that allow owners to open the bed in various ways or extend it for longer items. Numerous tie-down hooks are there too, while we shouldn't neglect the fact that the bed is made from durable, scratch-resistant materials which improve durability and grip too. Finally, let's not forget a long list of available accessories like tonneau covers, bed organizers, racks, and other things that help the Montana compensate for the lack of bed length. Powertrain and potential challenges. Everything looked great so far, but here's the aspect where Chevy might have some trouble adapting this pickup for the American market, because if you look at what the current model hides under the hood, it's a small 1.2-liter turbocharged 3-cylinder engine that may not be a perfect fit for the US market. Simply 130 horsepower and 140 pound-feet of torque, it feels small and underpowered in the eyes of American consumers. Just keep in mind that both the Maverick and Santa Cruz are available with highly capable turbo 4s with 250 plus horsepower. Chevy's pickup is smaller, but definitely needs something more powerful to be competitive. Some believe that could be the 1.5-liter Turbo 4 from the Equinox with 175 horsepower and 201 pound-feet of torque, which certainly seems like an adequate improvement. But the question is if the Montana's platform supports this powertrain. Then there's the matter of transmission and drivetrain. We presume that even with the new engine, the Montana would be sold exclusively with a front-wheel drive setup. As for the transmission, the aforementioned Turbo 4 is usually coupled with a CVT, while the current Montana comes either with a 6-speed manual or a 6-speed automatic. If anyone asks us, we would definitely go for the 6-speed automatic. Also, let's not forget that GM officials announced new plug-in hybrids to arrive in the next few years. It's a technology that GM has been working on with its Chinese partners for years, and this small pickup could easily be one of the first American market models to get such a powertrain. Benefits would be numerous, starting from excellent fuel economy, electric-only range, and additional power and torque. This could be the way to compete with the Maverick's highly popular hybrid version. Of course, gas-only or hybrid, a more powerful powertrain could certainly have a positive impact on towing capacity. Trim levels and features. If you look at what Chevy offers in Mexico, things are quite simple. There are 2 trim levels on offer, both pretty familiar monikers, so we can expect a similar organization once the truck arrives in the US market. The offer starts with the LT trim. Although basic, comes with a decent amount of standard equipment as we've already mentioned. Moreover, we really like that there are no compromises in terms of styling like it is the case with entry-level versions of most other pickups. 17-inch alloy wheels are standard, just like the chrome grille. Practically, the only thing we could say it's missing is the LED headlights, as the entry-level LT relies on halogen units. But on the other hand, the cabin looks quite nice with a decently sized touchscreen, climate control, and leather upholstery. The other one is called RS, and of course it stands out with more standard equipment, but it also comes with a lot of unique styling features such as exclusive high-gloss black grille, exclusive black 17-inch alloy wheels, and LED headlights. On the inside, there's upgraded upholstery along with extra features that make the ride more convenient, such as automatic climate control, wireless charging, or advanced drive assist systems like blind spot monitoring and rear cross traffic alert. Pricing and launch. From everything we can see, the Chevy Montana seems like a more than adequate competitor for the Maverick. Moreover, with its smaller size, it actually has the potential to attract a wider range of customers. That's why we're eagerly waiting for it to come to the American market, but there's a catch. If you look at the prices on the Mexican market, the Montana is not exactly a super cheap pickup, as you would probably expect. When translated to US dollars, base models go for around $30,000, more than the Maverick, more than the Santa Cruz. So, can Chevy be competitive in the US? Definitely not. The problem is that the Montana is an imported product in Mexico. It's produced in Brazil, so the only way to make it affordable is to establish production in Mexico or the US. Otherwise, it'll be even more expensive once it arrives on our shores due to import taxes, more powerful engines, and other factors. That's why Chevy's truck still hasn't come to our market. GM's working on that, and it's expected that the production and US sales will start in about a year or two. With significantly reduced production costs, price could easily go down to $25,000, which is definitely a price tag that could be considered a strong selling point and one of the key ingredients for the Montana's success. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.